Oh, here we are, just in time for Christmas. Very neat little laser cut houses. And let's see. House. And we have a church. On the bottom is a switch or a light. It makes a cute little Christmas village. Well, that's pretty good, but I'll bet we could do more. If we were to add the MakerPort to this, we could change out those lights for something more festive, maybe even add a little music. The MakerPort has a built-in microSD card, a flash drive, and we can add our own music files to that to automatically play when it starts up. To do that, it's pretty easy. If you move the switch on the side labeled MP3 or files to the front of the MakerPort, the drive will show up, MP Audio. Take a look at that. You can see it has folders, 51, 52. These are the folders that have the MP3 tracks for the piano, for example. But you can add your own, and a special one is a folder with the name 01. If 01 is there and it has a MP3 track in it, the MakerPort will play that automatically and continuously when it starts up. So I'm going to make a folder and name it 01, and there's nothing in it yet, but there soon will be. I'm going to open up Chrome, and let's look for Christmas music free download and see what comes up. To get these choices, I actually have an account at Chozik, so I'm going to open that up. You can download for files without having an account. It'll do it with ads, but I've set this up to skip the ads. So I'm going to put in Deck the Halls Jazz. And here we go. Let's see what that sounds like. Sounds pretty good. So I'm going to click on download, and it brings up a screen for download. It says here, this track is free to use even commercially as long as you include the credits. And I can copy those to the clipboard. I've done that previously. And this is what the attribution looks like. So thank you to Alex Productions. And you can find this also at chozik.com. So I'm going to click on download here, and in the lower left corner the browser's downloading it. I can click on show, and it's in the downloads folder now. What I want to do is move that to folder 01 on the MakerPort. There we go. So that's finished. I can close that. And we now have Deck the Halls. The only other thing we need to do is just add 001. We need to have 3 digits at the beginning. It could have been some other number, but it's going to be the first track to play, so 001 works. Any file in any of these folders generally needs to begin with 3 digits and then end with .mp3. So that looks good. I'm going to eject that, and we'll go back to the MakerPort and start up and see how it works. So here we go. Here's the MakerPort. We've added some Christmas music to the microSD card. And we have some LEDs to plug in. And MakerPort's a hub for different things that you could connect to any kind of a project you've made. Got two ports labeled LEDs. Those are to control up to 12 LEDs. Touch sensors. We also have servos, an LCD display, analog inputs, extra just for something extra. But for this, it's going to be pretty simple. We're just going to plug in the two ribbon cables, and each of those have 6 LEDs on the bottom. I'm going to come to this guy and take out the LED that came with it and just put back in the MakerPort LEDs, like so. It's kind of handy because they have little feet, so it lifts it off the table just enough for the ribbon cable to pass underneath the house. That's handy. And then, still a little bit springy. Alright. Well, you'll get the idea anyway. So now all we need to do is connect some power. In this case, I have a MakerPort battery called the power bank. But we're just going to plug it in, and the music that's on the SD card should begin to play.
Welcome to the MakerPort.
And there we have it, a little festive Christmas lights, courtesy of the MakerPort. So there are a lot of things that can be done with the MakerPort without doing any coding. We can have up to 12 touch sensors. There's 3 built in. Right now those are programmed to be like notes from a piano. So we've got, and with 12 of those, we could have a whole piano. But in this case, it's set up so that when it starts, if the touch sensors are not touched, we'll hear "Welcome to the MakerPort," and the music will start.
Welcome to the MakerPort.
So you can see, it's pretty easy to add lights and music to pretty much any kind of a project, and we could make it touch interactive as well. So there you are, more information at makerport.fun.